Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Edoreld's Let's Play series. In this episode I'm gonna fix the barrel problem from last episode where drops could basically go in any barrel instead of going to a barrel if there are drops of the same type. So for that I'm gonna craft some special types. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I crafted myself some insertion transfer pipes, and you craft them like this: block of lapis, 2 tin pieces and 1 piece of glass, and they're working great. I've got myself some of that wood, and it's not telling me the number because I'm using Optifine, I think, so there's like a visual bug, but I've got several of that wood there, and when the quarry collected them, it put them all in here instead of trying to move to another barrel. So that's exactly what I wanted, and that's awesome. So I'm just gonna fill the other barrels with the same type of pipes. And some barrels are gonna hold stuff like dirt and cobblestone, which I'm gonna have like thousands of. And I might actually have to either use more barrels, which would actually be pretty cheap compared to the alternative, which would be to upgrade the barrels. And you can actually upgrade the barrels to make them have more capacity. Let's see. Barrel upgrade, not buoyant. Extra dimensional storage requires all of these things. And ender pearls I don't have many of to begin with, and dark iron ingots I do not have the infrastructure to create them. So yeah, I think I'll just create more barrels if I need to store more cobble. You might have noticed that I changed some cobblestone transfer pipes with stone transfer pipes. It seems like the cobblestone ones do not connect to insertion transfer pipes. So that's why. Alright, just gotta do the second level now. And I should be getting a decent amount of resources on the top row of barrels. Let's take a look in a sec. A good thing about these pipes is they break so easily. And actually you can configure how much time they take to break in the configuration. If you think it's too long or too short, you can just customize it to fit your needs and wants. And that pipe is stuck over there, that's annoying. There you go. Alright, and I'm curious to see if it works with items that I'm trying to insert in the second row, because yeah, I hope they don't go up into the top barrels. I mean, I'm not sure how they would even accomplish that, considering barrels shouldn't accept items from the bottom. So anyway, another of those annoying pipes, and there we go. And I'm already getting a decent amount of vegetable resources, or natural resources, whatever you want to call them. Alright, this is awesome. Perfect, magnificent. I'm gonna let this setup run for a while, and I'll be back. So, I was looking up my supply of Certus quartz and Certus quartz dust, and I thought to myself, wouldn't this be a good time to make an applied energistics network? So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's take a look at all of the items in applied energistics, and I'm gonna need a controller, which is here. Wow, flux crystal, I've never seen that item before. Okay, seems easy enough. And then I'm gonna need that thing over there. 1 diamond, that's pretty crazy. Alright, so why don't I get all of these things made? You know, all the machines I need, and then I'll be back. Okay, I should have everything I need in order to get myself the most basic applied energistics network. So I need an access terminal. I also need an ME drive, and alternatively you can use an ME chest, but this is more suited if you wanna do something long term. So I wanna do something long term, therefore I'm using the drive. And finally a controller. Okay. Additionally, I'm gonna need at least one storage cell, and there are 4 tiers, and I'm gonna start by getting the lowest tier. And I should have enough, maybe? Nope. Okay, so maybe I need to build that storage cells first. Okay, that's shooting me hard. Shouldn't take long. Just need to melt the basic processor assembly, and then I should be able to make the storage cell. Okay, that's made, and now I just need this. And the cool thing about this is you can reuse it. If you shift right click, you're gonna get a housing for a cell, and you're gonna get your storage cell back, which then you can use to make the higher tier ones. So I'm just getting started, so I just wanted the I don't need the super high tier ones. Now, question, where do I put it? And I'm gonna power it starting with a generator, probably. Of course, I'll want to upgrade that at some point, or maybe like a nuclear reactor. Probably a generator. And I really can put it anywhere I like, but this would seem like a good spot, because then this generator will power the network, and I hope it'll be enough for now. So I put it like that, and like this, and this is consuming 9 energy units. I think that's actually half in generator units. Not completely sure. So why do you need energy? Well, if you don't provide enough energy to the controller, you're actually gonna lose access to your items. You won't lose your items, but you will lose access to them. So why don't we put some items in here? I want to put something, items that I kind of use a lot, like iron, redstone, gold, diamonds, etc. Well, not diamonds maybe, but yeah. And then you can just shift right click to put them in here, and they're stored. And how are they stored? Well, they're using this storage cell. It says 5 of 63 types. That's, each type of item counts as 1, and then you have 95 of 1024. That's the total amount of items you can store. And I'm gonna probably run out, which it's fine, because then I'll just upgrade. I'll make a new cell. Okay, so I've got all of that stuff, which is useful. And the cool thing about this is you can search. So if I put ingot, it's only gonna show me items that have ingot in the name. If I put dust, it will only show me those items. So it's an awesome interface to access stuff. And this is like, 100 times beyond anything else you could conceive. Like in terms of sorting, I mean, it's awesome. And it not only adds storage, it also adds things like exporting items automatically to a machine, or importing items from a machine, which allows for perfect automation, basically. Oh yeah, this is so nice to be able to put everything in just one terminal, one point where I can access it. And it's still consuming 9 units, so I'm guessing that no matter how full the storage cell is, it's just gonna consume the same amount of energy. Of course, if I were to add another cell, then it will start consuming more, or if I add cables or other machines to the network. Alright, that's cool. Saltpeter, why not? Never use you, but you should also be careful if you build one of these not to put too many crap items. For example, you might think, oh, I've got enough storage, and then you put like sticks or whatever, and then at some point you'll definitely run out of storage, and you'll have to look in your network and see what items are taking space and stuff. So I've already filled half of the cell with items, so yeah, probably gonna need to upgrade pretty soon. And I will want to move this network somewhere else at some point. In fact, I have some big plans of making a house. I'm gonna leave this here for now. Of making a house, but not like these 11 by 11 thingies. I want to make a big house, and maybe it's something that's not completely square, completely cubic or whatever. More like something with some life, if you will. And let's take a look. I really wish I knew how much I've gathered. Let's see, copper. I've got 2. That's not too bad. It's not too good either. Oh wow, look at that. Oh yeah, oh, and it stopped. And why is it stopped? Well, why don't we take a look? Now, first of all, I want to tell you that if you have Mine Factory reloaded and you have one of those brown lakes, that's gonna be a problem if you use a quarry, because or that was a problem for me, because before the drill of the quarry was mining the brown liquid blocks, and it mined them and they were recreated because they're liquid, and it kept mining them and not moving on. So that was really bad, and it spent like 10 minutes in there probably before I discovered it. So yeah, don't mine if on a brown liquid lake. The other reason why I stopped the quarry is because there's this block here, which is an iridium block. Now this is an ore that is added by GregTech that has a 20% chance to appear once in each chunk. So it's incredibly rare. It's the rarest ore in the game, and you can mine it, of course. I could mine it with my the pulverizer. The problem with that is that I would only get 1. But if you get some iridium ore here, and if we take a look at what we can do with it, you'll see that you can actually get 2 out of it. If you pulverize it, you'll get 2 iridium ore, or you can also put it in an industrial grinder to get an additional 2 tiny piles of platinum dust, or 1 pulverized shiny metal. In any case, it's better to silk touch it. And there is a tool that is added by GregTech, the Rock Cutter, which adds an integrated silk touch enchantment. So I think first of all I'm gonna try to see if I can get us. Actually, I just remember I have a book with silk touch, don't I? Oh yeah. So I should probably use that to mine. Oh, metals are over here now. So I should make myself a tool that can mine iridium, and I think steel can mine iridium. No, I'm not completely sure, but steel is basically iron, so it's not like it's the most valuable material ever. The problem is if I enchant the steel pickaxe and then it turns out that I can't mine iridium with it. So why don't I come back after I test this in my test world and see if that will work. So I tested the pickaxe, and the steel pickaxe won't do it. It won't break iridium. So I'm gonna enchant a diamond pickaxe with this book with silk touch that I got at the beginning of my series. And you might be wondering, why do I have 2 anvils? Why can't I just use 1? Well, I'm not actually gonna use an anvil. What I'm gonna use is a liquid XP combiner, which acts as an anvil, except for it does not need, it won't break, and it works on liquid XP. So let's see if we can craft it now. Nope, I need 3 more stone. I should have some here. And the combiner is crafted. And as I said, this machine accepts liquid XP, so why don't I get some liquid axe just in case. And I've got my trusty wrench, and I'm just gonna put it down here. Let's see, this seems like a perfect place. And I've got a level 30 medallion there waiting for some usage. And how this works is it basically works as an anvil. You just put your tool on the left side and the enchantment on the right, and it's gonna tell you how much experience it needs, and it's gonna go ahead and enchant it. And I might not have enough actually. Now if you I wonder if I can fit it manually. Nah. If you had an enchantment or a tool that is too hard, too expensive to repair in a normal anvil, you can repair it in the LXP combiner, which does not have an experience limit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is gonna go and hunt for mobs, for which night would have actually been useful, and then I'll come back when I've got some more experience levels and I'm ready to enchant the pickaxe. Alright, that should be enough to finish the enchantment. Oh yeah, efficiency 4, silk touch 1, diamond pickaxe. Pretty nice. And I probably should have made the silk touch tool just because it's unbreakable, and you know, I can use it forever, and the diamond pickaxe will eventually break unless I repair it, but that's gonna cost me some diamonds, so yeah. But anyway, I got my iridium ore. Perfect. Now let's get this quarry going. It's already collected an incredible amount of stuff so far, but there's still much to collect. Alright, that should get it started again. Oh yeah. Let's take a look. Very nice. 2 barrels with dirt. That means that this one is full. Already got 64 stacks of dirt, which is kind of useless to me right now, but that's, you know, that's cool. Bragging rights and all that. So I'm gonna save the iridium ore until I actually have a grinder, which is what I wanna use. And I'm gonna save some more stuff. I was mining in the nether to get experience. I could not find any mobs. Hard to believe, but yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna think a little bit about what I wanna do next, and I'll be back. Alright, so my next plan is to replace my network of Buildcraft conductive pipes that's powering my harvester and my planters with redstone conduits. And I'm gonna need a lot of obsidian for that. So what I'm doing is creating an electric rock breaker. An electric rock breaker is a machine from GregTech that allows you to get infinite cobblestone, but also obsidian. And for that I'm gonna need to make myself a drill. So let's get everything I need, including a diamond actually, which I'm running out of. Might have to go mine to get some. Then I need a circuit, a battery, which I should be able to craft now. Yep. And then I can also get rid of this tin that I don't know where it comes from, but it's not the tin that I usually use. I also have 5 steel plates. So, okay, so I got my drill right now. And then I also need a diamond, which I got, 4 aluminum plates. I'm not even gonna bother making invert plates. 1 more circuit, and I got the aluminum plates. I got the drill. Oops, what am I doing here? Drill, aluminum plates, diamond. Just need 1 circuit and 1 advanced machine block. Alright, so I'll be back when I've got all of this. It's probably worth mentioning that I actually went ahead and updated some mobs. Now I'm running on the latest version of Mindfactory Reloaded, which adds a ton of support for other mods like Natura, and also changes the interface of some machines. For example, let's take a look at the harvester. Now we've got this 16 slot inventory where you put the saplings, and this filter here determines the area where the saplings will be planted. So some changes, some upgrades, and kind of nice to be running the latest version. And the upgrade, I actually had to change one block ID, which was conflicting with an Inibis machine, but other than that, it went just fine. Okay, so I'm getting some coal dust, and I'll be back when that's done. Alright, just got my coal dust, and that should be pretty much the last thing I need to do to get my block breaker. Well, except for I also will need to gather some lava and some water. So I got some buckets here. I've also been looking at the Thomonomicon, and there's these boots called the Boots of the Traveler, which I researched before. And they're really neat because they allow you to jump higher and fall further, as it says in the description. Basically what I want them from is to be able to run faster. They give you a passive buff to your speed, so that's pretty neat. Alright, last carbon plate, and just one more piece of refined iron to make myself a machine block, and that should be good. Machine block, advance, and then I should be able to make a block breaker, which I already had. Search, whatever. Okay, let's try manually then. Aluminium plates. Alright, now all I need is a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. So what I'm gonna do is get one of the lava cells from the transposer instead of going to the nether. Actually, I'm just gonna put a bucket here, and I'm gonna change the mode. So instead of trying to get liquid from the why is this not working? It should be, oh, it's out of energy, of course. So this will normally fill the bucket with lava. So that's pretty neat. And now we turn it back to the put lava in the tank mode. Alright, so I got my bucket of lava. I also need a bucket of water. Just like a normal vanilla cobble generator. And now I'm gonna need to apply some energy. And I think I'm just gonna use the generators here, because they're like conveniently placed. So I'm gonna put the block breaker here, why not? And let's see if lava tries to go. I think lava is gonna try to go here, yeah. Okay, that does not work like I had planned. And I'm about to die, so that's not good. I really should get a sword so I can block. I think blocking protects you even from like fire. I'm not completely sure, but I have the suspicion that that's how it works. So I'm gonna think about how to do this, and I'll be back. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is actually put it one block below. That's gonna be perfect. Now the only thing is I want to dismantle this, but in the latest version of GregTech, which I'm now running, you cannot use a wrench with infinite durability like the Omni wrench to dismantle these things. And Gregorius T has actually added a few wrenches to the game which can be used to dismantle machines. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft myself one of those. And since I've got some steel, why don't I use that? I think steel will allow me to dismantle 500 machines. I think that's how it works. But we'll find out soon enough. So, steel wrench, that should work, and that should be automatically in lossless mode, I believe. I did a changelog video recently on the latest changes of GregTech. You feel free to check it out. It does not, however, include the wrench update, but it does include the new wrench behavior. Now, rotating with a wrench is now works differently. So feel free to check it out. So that should work, and it took 10. Okay, so this wrench has 50 uses. Alright, fair enough. Now, how to put this exactly? Let's see. Because I also want to give it power, and if I put like lava here, then I won't be able. I mean, I could have the chest down here, I guess. Yeah, that could work. Unless the lava is gonna like destroy everything else in the way, or like set my machines on fire. I hope it doesn't set my machines on fire. Okay, let's put lava here, block breaker here, then the water, which for some reason I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. Just have a lot of buckets. That here I need a cable, which luckily enough I have, and that is gonna start sucking energy and creating cobblestone, which is gonna output to the red side. So let's see if I can actually use the wrench to rotate. I don't think I can use the wrench to rotate. There you go. What I did is click in the corner, and what that's gonna do is change the output side in a 180 degree. So it was pointing to that side, and when I click the corner, it just turned around and faced me. So that's cool. Kind of didn't really think that through much. I just kind of did it randomly, and it turned out to work great. So very cool. And now I need a chest to store all the cobblestone. Although what I really want to do is kind of control it with redstone, so that it will only work if I wanted to, if I apply a redstone signal, because what I'm mostly gonna use it for is to make obsidian. Now I want to show you exactly what I meant before, how to make obsidian with this thing. And it might consume more power, I'm actually not sure. Let's find out if it consumes more power. So right now only one of these guys is actually producing any energy. Okay, let's put a chest here, into which it should output automatically. There you go. And now let's make a stack of redstone of obsidian by simply putting a stack of redstone on the bottom. And it's not consuming any more energy, so that's cool to know. And now it's making obsidian, which is outputting automatically into the chest that's attached to the red side. So that's really cool. And I'm gonna be able to use all of that obsidian to replace my what I would call primitive Buildcraft network with some advanced thermal expansion one. As you can see, I also did some changes in the Buildcraft system here. I've added a few gold pipes on the beginning and one here. It doesn't change anything, really. I mean, it's not like the quarry is gonna mine faster or anything, but it's kind of cool to watch. And it does feel faster, even though logically and objectively it's not faster. It doesn't mine faster. It does feel faster. Ah, look at that, rocky bees, awesome. I should get started with bees at some point. And I also added 30 more barrels because I've noticed that I'm kind of running out of space. Yep, that's good for now. Now I'll check every once in a while and see if I need more barrels or I need a new storage system. But for now it's working okay. I mean, it's only done like a few layers, like I don't know, 10 layers maybe, and it's already filling up like half of the line of barrels. So I know that's not gonna store the whole thing. But Anyway, so I'm gonna pulverize some obsidian and get a bunch of redstone conduits and I'll be back to replace all of this redstone conduit network and probably update thermal expansion too, since there's a new version. And I'll be back. Actually, this is a great wrapping up point. I'm just at the 30-minute mark. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and I'll see you next time.